Hi everyone, welcome to this workshop. Today we practice on solving system of linear inequalities. So let's go over example 1, get some idea how to solve a system of linear inequality. So in example 1 we have y less than or equal to negative x plus 1, 2x minus y greater than 2. So we have to graph individually each of them, but we will put it in the same x and y coordinate plane. So let's start with problem 1. Let's start with the first equation. So we have y less than or equal to negative x plus 1. So I can graph this inequality by the y-intercept form, where this y equal to mx plus 1 plus b. So m is stand for slope and b is stand for y-intercept. So y-intercept always in the form 0b. Okay, so with that idea, I have the slope in this equation is the number in front of x. So since there's no number in front of x, we can think there's an invisible one in front of x. So we have slope is negative 1. Since I'm gonna apply for rise and run, so we think that negative 1 over 1. So that later on I can apply rise and run. Now my y-intercept in this case is 0, 0, 1. 0, 1 is the y-intercept. So let's start graph this one. We have 0, 1 is right here. And I'm going to apply rise and run. Since it's negative 1, so we go down 1 and over 1. So that's my second point. And keep going, go down 1 and over 1. That's my third point. If you want, you keep continuing, go down 1 over 1, go down 1 over 1. As many as you want. They always give you the point stay on the same line. They will give you the point which line up in the same line. So the next one is we're going to draw a line connects all the dots together. But what should we use? A dashed line or a solid line? So since we have less than and equal to, so I will use a solid line to connect them. So we will going to connect them by a solid line. Okay, and also we go up. Okay, so my next part is find out where should I shape, above the line or below the line. So let's do the test point. So we have test point. I will choose the point 0, 0, since it not stay on the line. So test point is 0, 0. We will have we have y less than or equal to negative x plus 1. Then I plug in 0 for both x and y. So 0 less than or equal to negative 0 plus 1, which will give me 0 less than or equal to 1. 0 less than or equal to 1, this is the true statement. So we gotta do is shape the area which contain the point 0, 0, which means I will shape below the line. So I shape below the line. Now we solve the second equation, the second inequality actually. We have second inequality, 2x minus y greater than 2. And we see that to grab it by the slope-intercept form, I need to solve for y. So we go ahead to this, subtract 2x on both sides. We have negative y greater than negative 2x plus 2. Then to get rid of the negative, I can divide by negative 1 on both sides. So you can either divide or multiply by a negative 1. So it's give me y. Since you see we divide by a negative number, we have to flip the inequality sign. to the opposite one. Then we have 2x minus 2. So my slope for this one, slope is 2 over 1, and my y-intercept is 0, negative 2. Okay. So let's start graph this one. So start at 0, negative 2. Always start your y-intercept 0, negative 2. Then we go up 2 and over 1. So rise 2 and run 1. So from this point go up to 1, 2 and over 1. This is my second point, and keep going 1, 2 over 1. And if you want, keep going one more time, 1, 2 over 1. So we just need 3 points, but you can go as many as you want. So the next part is we draw the line, go through all the dots. But what should I use, a dashed line or a solid line? So see, we have greater than without the equal sign. I have to use a dashed line, which means we not include the point on the line. So dashed line for this. So let's see, I can it's hard to draw a dashed line for me. Okay, here we go. Now the next part is we need to find out where to shape them. So we got to do is test point. Test point. I will choose the same point 0, 0. C does not stay on the green line. So 0, 0. Plug into the equation. 2x minus y greater than 2. So 2 times 0 minus 0 greater than 2. So which is 0 greater than 2, which is the false statement. So see the false, we will shape the opposite area which not contain the point 0, 0. So compared with the green line, 0, 0 stay above the line. So we're gonna do a shape below the line. We're gonna shape down here. So after I shape below the green line, so we have this area is below the green line. They overlap with the red line, so they make this area is darker. So this is the solution we're looking for. Solution of the system inequality. Now let's go over one more example to make sure we understand the concept. So we have example 2 with 3 inequalities. So x greater than or equal to 1, y greater than or equal to x, and for x plus 5y less than 20. So let's graph the first one, y greater than or equal to 1. So this one quite straightforward. X equals to 1 is right here. But x equals to 1, yes, x equals to 1 is right here. So the line goes through this point and doesn't cross the y-axis, is the vertical line. So and the next part we need to find out is this one a solid or a dashed line? So see they have equal to, so it's a solid line. And a solid line. So we make a solid line go through this point. Okay. And don't forget to ever have a 2 ending. X greater than 1, so we know that greater than 1 is the right side of this line, so I'm going to shape the right side of this line. So after we shape them, we have the picture like this. So now let's keep going, solve for the second inequality. So second inequality, we have y greater than or equal to x. So I'm going to apply rise and run again. So my slope is will be a number in front of x. There's no number in front of x, so we think that is 1 invisible. Then we will have 1 over 1 to do rise and run. And there's no number in the back, so which means this is a 0, because 0 will disappear when it stays in the inequality. So which also means my y-intercept will be 0, 0. So let's start graph this one. So at the point 0, 0, we do rise and run, go up 1 over 1. So go up 1 over 1, and keep going, go up 1 over 1, go up 1 over 1, and so on. And since they have the equal sign, that will be a solid line. So we're going to connect them with a solid line. Let's see, how can I do it? Okay, that is our graph. So the next part is where should we shape them? So we have to use the test point. So test point. Test point, I will choose, this time the point 0 is 0 is not work anymore because it stay on the line. So I have to choose some other point. Let's say if I choose let's say -1 and 2. Okay, -1 and 2. Will they still give me the true statement? -1 and 2. So our equation is y greater than or equal to x. So my x is -1 and y is 2. So I plug them in. 2 greater than or equal to -1. And that is the true statement. So the truth, we gotta shade above the line. We will shade above the line of this light orange line. So as we see that if I shade above, they overlap in this area. So, but it's not our answer yet because we have 3 equations. We have to graph the last one as well. So the last equation, equation 3, we have 4x plus 5y less than 20. Okay, so we have to isolate the y. Subtract 4x on both sides. So we have 5y less than 2 negative 4x plus 20. And we divide by 5 on 3 terms. We will have y less than negative 4/5 x plus 4. Then my slope will be negative 4 over 5 and my y-intercept will be 0, 4. So let's graph this one. We have the point 0, 4, 0, 4 right here. And we're going to do is fall down 4 units and rise over 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is my second point. Since we don't have enough space, I'm going to stop at 2 points. 2 points. Now we need to draw the line, go through 2 points right here. What is that? Should be a dashed line or a solid line. So the answer is a dashed line because you don't have the equal to at the inequality sign. So we're going to draw the line, go through this one. So the next part is where should I shape this dashed line? Above the line or below the line? So we have to do the test point. So we're going to do the test point, and test point is 0, 0. Since it's not stay on the line, so I can choose 0, 0 to do my test point. So we have 4 times 0 plus 5 times 0 less than 20. So 4 times 0 is 0 plus 5 times 0 is also 0 less than 20. This one is the true statement. 0 less than 20. I'm going to shape below the line. So after I shape them, we have the figure like this. So my answer would be the one was overlapped by 3 lines. So as we see, the little one in the middle is the one has the darkest color. So this is my solution right here. My solution is right here. Hard to see the solution. So point to me that is the solution. Subject, I have two problems for you to work on. If you get stuck, go back to example 1 and 2. Make sure you understand the concept. You have 5 seconds to pause the video and try this one on your own. Good luck, everyone. After 5 seconds, we will talk about how to solve each of them. Okay, so I believe you have your answer already. So let's go over each problem and then see do we have the same answer or not. So to graph the system inequality, I have to graph each of them one by one. So I will pick out the first equation. We have 3x plus 2y greater than 6. So to graph this one, I need to isolate the y, get them in the y-intercept form. So we're gonna do is subtract 3x on both sides. We have 2y greater than negative 3x plus 6, and keep going, isolate the y by divide by 2 on both sides. So we have y greater than negative 3 half x plus 3. So we have the slope is negative 3 over 2, and also y-intercept is 0, 3. So we will use this one to graph the first linear inequality. So we start at the y-intercept point is 0, 3. So here by 0, 3. With a slope negative 3 over 2, we're gonna do rise and run. Since we have the negative 3, that will fall down 3 units and go to the right 2 units. So at the y-intercept, we go down 3 units, 1, 2, 3, and go over 2, 1, 2. So here's my second point, and keep going, go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and go over 2. And that is my third point. Now we're gonna draw the line, connect 3 of them together. So since we have the greater than and without the equal sign, I have to use the dash line to connect all the dots together. So we're going to use a dash line. So let me see, 3, 4, they look like this. Okay, so the next step is where should I shake, above the line or below the line? We have to pick the test point. So let's say my test point is I would choose the point 0, 0 because it's not stay on the line and it's also easy to calculate. So 3 times 0 plus 2 times 0 greater than 6. So with a 0 greater than 6, this is the false statement. Since it's false, we're gonna shade above the line, shade the area not contain the point 0, 0. So I will go ahead shade above the line. Now we graph the second inequality. So at the second inequality, we have x plus 3y less than or equal to 2. So the concept repeat, we have to solve for y. So subtract x on both sides. We have 3y less than or equal to negative x plus 2. And divide by 3 on both sides. We have y less than or equal to negative 1/3 x plus 2/3. Okay, so my slope in this case is negative 1/3 and y-intercept is 0 and 2/3. Okay, so let's start at the y-intercept point. 0, 2/3, 2/3 approximate value is 0.6. 666 and it stay forever. So let's start at 0.6. 0.6 is somewhere in the middle between 0 and 1. So that will be my y-intercept. And since we have negative 1 over 3, so it's fall down 1 unit and go to the right 3 units. We start at half, so we go down completely 1 unit, would mean you stop at half between 0 and negative 1. And we go over 3, so 1, 2, 3, which is right here. And go down 1 more, and 1, 2, 3, which is right here. Okay, my next step is connect 3 of them together. So since we have less than equal to, this equal sign tell me that I have to use a solid line to connect them. Okay, so we use a solid line to connect 3 dots together. Okay. Alright, now where should we shape? So again, we have to use the test point. 0, 0 is also not stay on the line, on the purple line, so which means I can also use my 0, 0 as a test point. So we have test point 0, 0. Okay, then 0 plus 3 times 0 less than equal to 2. 0 less than equal to 2. That is the true statement. Is correct. So I will shape the area containing that point. So it means we shape below the line. So the solution of our system inequality is where they overlap, where two solutions overlap. So that you see on this graph, they overlap right here. Alright, this one would be a good one. They overlap right here. And that is my solution. So draw something, tell me that is the solution. Now on problem 3, we have three inequalities. So we gotta graph each of them. So pick out the first inequality, x minus y less than 4. So we have to solve for y, so subtract x on both sides. We have negative y less than negative x plus 4. Then to get rid of negative, you can either divide by negative 1 or multiply both sides by negative 1. But we have to keep in mind that any time when you divide or multiply by a negative number, we have to flip the inequality sign to the opposite one. Then we will have y greater than x minus 4. So which we can pull out the slope. Slope in this case is 1. Since you don't see any number in front of x, which means we always have one invisible in front of a variable. So my slope is 1. Then I can also write them as 1 over 1 as a fraction, so that we can apply rise and run. And my y-intercept is 0, negative 4. 0, negative 4. So now let's graph this one. 0, negative 4 was down here. Okay, go up 1, rise 1, and run over 1. So go up 1 over 1, make a strong point here. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Then we connect them by either a dashed line or a solid line. So since we have less than without the equal sign, that will be a dashed line or a dotted line. So I connect them by a dashed line. Let's give me which look like this. Now to find out where to shape, I need to do the test point. So I would choose test point as 0, 0 again, because it's not stay on the line. So 0, 0, we have 0 minus 0 less than 4, with a 0 less than 4. This one is the true statement. So we're gonna shape above the line. So like this. So this time, since we're gonna deal with 3 inequality, when you shape them, make an arrowhead, maybe a couple, with a couple line shading, you make an arrowhead to tell you that's the direction we're going. So toward at the end, when you deal with so many shading part, you will find out where from which one and where do they overlap. So we're going to graph the second one. Y less than equal to 0. So we have the second inequality, y less than equal to 0. This one quite straightforward. Where is your y equal to 0? Actually, it's at the point 0, 0. And y equal to 0 will give you a horizontal line, which in this case is also an x-intercept, but an x-axis. So we got to draw the line, go through that point, and this will be a solid line because we have equal to. It's a solid line. A solid line. Okay. We have y greater than less than equal to 0. So y less than 0, we're gonna do a shape below the line. So I'm gonna shape below the line like this. Okay. Now the last one, we have the third inequality is x greater than equal to 0. So where is x equal to 0 is also at the coordinate point 0, 0. And x equal to 0 will give me a vertical line. We're going to draw a solid line go through this point because in the inequality sign we have equal to. So this will be a solid line. Now we have greater than equal to 0. So which means x go to the right side. So I shape everything on the right. Okay, so where's the solution part? There's so many shadings, so which area has 3 of them in the same spot? So as you see that in the little triangle right here, that's where we have 3 color in the same area. So my solution is this one. Make the arrowhead point to me. That is my solution. So with example 1, 2, and 2 subject, I believe you already have an idea how to graph system limit inequality. But there's 2 more examples I want to talk to you about. So the first one is 2 less than x less than equal to 5. So we have a double inequality. So we have to do is split them out at 2 separate inequality. We're gonna do is cover one side of this inequality. Let's say if I cover less than equal to 5, then you will see that then you see that we have 2 less than equal to x. So that is my first inequality. So I'm gonna get back the less than equal to 5. So the first inequality is 2 less than x. And we connect the second one by the letter and. So we cover Now we cover on the right side. So if I cover this one, you will see x less than equal to 5. X less than equal to 5. So that is my second inequality. X less than equal to 5. So to easy to graph them, I'm gonna mirror this one. I prefer my variable should stay on the left side. To me, it's easier. If you don't be bothered by writing this way, just keep it like that. So I mirror the whole thing, or I reverse the whole thing. I will have x greater than to 2. Then we're gonna graph each of them. Before I get into graph 2 inequality right here, let me remind you what's the difference between the and or. So when we learn how to solve the inequality equation, we did learn that and is stand for the overlap, and or is stand for take all possible solution. So all possible solution. So we got to apply the same thing on graphing the system of inequality. Okay, right now I'm doing with n. Whatever I graph, after that I'm looking for, I will find where do they overlap and define as my solution. So now we graph the first one, x greater than 2. Since there's no equal sign, that will be a dashed line and a dashed line. So x equal to 2, x equal to 2 right here. So it will be a vertical line. So I make the vertical line go through it. A dashed line go through it. So which means I cannot use this tool. So I have to make a dashed line here. Okay, so then where should I shade? We have x greater than 2. So x greater than 2 is 3, 4, 5, 6. So which means we're going to the right. So I'm gonna shade on the right side. I shade on the right side like this. Okay. And let's go with this direction. Now the second thing, now we graph the second inequality, x less than equal to 5. Since they have the equal sign, that will be a solid line. And here my x equal to 5. So that will be a vertical line go through the point 5. So now, where do we shape this? We have x less than 5. So less than 5 would be 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Look like we go to the left side. So I'm gonna shape everything on the left side. Everything on the left of the blue line. Like this. Okay, now we deal with the N letter, which means I have to looking for where do they overlap. So as you see on the graph, they overlap in this area, the one in the middle. So here my solution. Okay. Now let's see what's the difference between example 3 and example 4. In example 4, they already set it up for you. You have two separate inequalities. Now we just need to jump in and graph them. So first one, you have less than equal to. With this equal sign, we will have a solid line. So y equal to -1, which is right here. And that will be a horizontal line go through that point. So here my horizontal line. y greater than -1, greater than -1, which means I have to shade above the line. So I will go ahead and shade above the line. Okay. Now the second inequality is y less than -3. So -3, y equals to -3 was right there. And the line go through that one, also a horizontal line. And we have y less than -3. So less than -3 is -4, 5, 6. Look like they're going down, so I shade below. So as you see on the graph, we don't have any overlap. Is my answer should be no solution? The answer is no, it's not no solution. As we see that the OR problem will take all possible solutions. So which means you already shade above and you are also shade below. So my solution will be the combine of both of them. So my solution is this part. Solution is this part and also right here. So we combine both of them as my solution. Okay, so make sure you see the difference between OR and AND problem. Last section, extra practice. I have 6 problems for you to work on. Make sure you go back to example, cell check to understand the concept. So try on them, have fun, good luck everyone. The answer will show up after 5 seconds. So 5 seconds start now. Thanks everyone. I hope that we all have correct answer. If you don't, just go back to the example cell check. Make sure you understand the concept. That's the most important thing. And make sure you know what the difference between OR and AND. As always, thanks for watching.